Umanu Elijah is a computer science graduate from the Ambrose Alli University whose love for filmmaking has seen him move from set production to editing, and now he sits in the director's chair. He's on Spotlight today. Enjoy.
Yes, we are in Lagos already. I ain't been here before, but I have the feeling that something is not right. Wallahi.
I started filmmaking in 2011 when I finished from Jim Kyle Film Institute. I just see myself as I just derive pleasure in anything that has to do with media. So when I was in school, I started shooting musical videos, amateur videos. In a sense, when I left school, I decided to leave what I studied in school, which was computer science, and I felt filmmaking is what I was born to do, and it's just what I love doing, what I enjoy doing is filmmaking. I started as an editor and cinematographer, but last year, after doing my directing, my directorial course with several directors here in Lagos, so I decided to venture into directing and filmmaking proper.
Don't show you the go now.
Everything about this school is just perfect. The students.
I think I have a story in me which I feel the world is going to be interested in. And being just an editor, I don't think they'll be able to key into my story. So I decided to go into more of cinematography and directing so that the world can hear what I really have to say. Mustafa has just one lesson, which is judge me by my personality and not by my religion, which is a word from the man named Mustafa in the movie. He's a guy that happens to gain admission into the University of Lagos at a time when this terrorism was at its peak in Nigeria. And because of that, because of the way he was dressed and because it's from the north, there's this, people don't like associating themselves with him. So the guy is just on a quest to make people understand that this thing we're talking about terrorism is not, it has nothing to do with where you're from or your religion. It's just a personal decision and it's clean.
I don't know what exists in these people. And they are looking at me like this. Hey, I kashi a jiki. To menene?
I was in the football field one day, around 2 later, I went to play football, and I was just watching them. Actually, I didn't come there to play, I was just watching them. So I find out that there was a guy, there was one, should I call it the normal term to what is Aboki, there was one Aboki guy there that he chose everybody around, but the guy wasn't selected. I don't know why. You know, so I was just sitting close to the guy, I was just discussing with the guy. The guy was telling me some things which I was interested in. He was talking about how people tend to, as in people don't really associate themselves with him because I don't know why, because the guy is having this Fulani tongue. So anybody the guy talks to, they usually laugh at him, and nobody wants to associate themselves with him. So I was talking to the guy. It was when I went home that night. I thought about it and I was thinking of the best way to change that orientation that we Nigerians have about people who are from the north. So I felt, okay, I came up with a story like this. I discussed it with some filmmakers, also like myself. I asked questions about the story and I came up with it and decided to film it. One of the major challenges we have is filming in Lagos. I think filming, especially in Oju Elegba, I think when we were filming the third day of shoot, some boys, these area boys of a thing, these area boys in Oju Elegba, they came and they seized all our equipment. They said we have to settle them before we film. I don't know. We were shooting on an empty land, which is owned by nobody. But they said they own the land, that before we film, we'll have to pay them. And the money they were calling wasn't even the token, it was a huge amount of money. I was like, what is this? Why do we have to pay before filming here? Because we're filming on an empty space. So, and another thing was bringing our actors together. Our actors, Chimeze, Imo, Brutus, they came all the way from Abuja to film this Mustafa. At first it was kind of challenging, but thank God they all put themselves together and